He jumped for his feet. Anyway, how you guys doing? No, wait. Give me that line again.
Use your lips.
My lips.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Mars Crane, and this is...
Me.
And this is Life on Mars, coming to you with another episode of Life on Mars.
Silly.
I'm going to keep on doing that because I kind of like how it flows and everything.
Oh, okay. Is that so?
So I gave you 3 videos.
Did you?
And it's this young man. Most of his stuff I like. He's pretty straightforward on the message he gives or the knowledge he shares. There's been a couple times I'm like, I don't know. I think he went a little bit too much on that one. But mostly I like him. And this guy right here, he's talking to a young lady. She has made some mistakes in her past relationship. And she thinks the value of a man, if I'm remembering right, is his wallet. You know, that makes the guy.
A lot of women think that way.
Exactly. A lot of women think this way. And he is saying, like, the value of the man is not his wallet. It's what's inside and what you get out of him. Because material things is nothing. But she's thinking that's important to men. Money's important to men. And she's all the way wrong. So let's go with the first one.
Okay.
I'm going to taste this one. It's peach. Mm-hmm. How do you pronounce that?
Ramon?
That's what it is, Ramon?
Yeah.
Down to a dude that's a blue card.
Turn it up. Ooh, that's nice.
If you were dealing with a dude that was a millionaire and you go down to a dude that's a blue collar worker that makes $65,000 a year, you're not going to love me the same way that you love me, the way that you love that man, because you're going to judge me not on my intelligence, not on my ability to lead, not on my ability to be faithful to you. It's going to be my ability to spend money on you. Because unfortunately, Celia, which I don't, it's bad that you think like this, you associate male value with lifestyle. So the more expensive dinner dates he spends on me, that means he likes me more. Not because I can sit Celia down and teach her something that is a flaw and how she can get better at it. Not because I see something that you don't know and I'm gonna give you some wisdom and some game on how to be a better woman.
Okay.
Here's $500, go get your nails done. Here's $500, go out with your girls. None of that is invaluable. None of that is important. All of that is fun stuff, which eventually is gonna go away when you get into your 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s. Maybe not 30s, but the older that you get, none of those things matter anymore. What matters is the connection that you have with your man. And how much of a man of leadership and God and integrity and morality that man is. Money don't mean anything.
A lot of men put value in, like, they're the ones who value money. Like, they're the ones who value success.
No,
so, like,
men don't. No.
a lot of men do.
No, we don't. No, we
They're
don't.
not even happy if they don't have money.
You don't understand it. Men don't value those things. Women value those things. Men do things for women. We're just honest about it.
I mean, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They put the value on it.
No, this is where you're wrong at. If it was left up to a man, he would live in an apartment with a bed, no box spring, a TV and Xbox, and a place where he can have a mini fridge to eat TV dinners. Men are very simple. Men do things for women. Listen to me. You don't know because you're not a man. Men are simple. We will live in a studio apartment as long as we got a place to protect ourselves, a place to sleep, and some food, and a TV, and a game, or something we can watch the game. We are cool. We go out of our way because women like those things. You think men care about Valentine's Day? You think men care about vacations and doing all of these loving... Oh, no, we don't care about those things.
What do y'all care about it?
I'm telling you. We care about making our woman happy. Unfortunately, we go too hard with it, but men are very simple. See?
Okay.
We don't have all of these emotional roller coasters. Y'all have a monthly cycle every single month. You get pregnant and go through postpartum where your mental is completely off the rails. Men are very to the point. We're cool with an everyday routine. The reason why we do things is because we know that if a woman is around us, she is not going to be okay with being consistent and stagnant. Unfortunately, that's female nature. Y'all like a little bit of chaos. So those things that you're speaking about as far as dates and all of this stuff, none of those things matter. None of it. That doesn't make a man. That don't make a man.
But I feel like if y'all want to make a woman happy and that stuff makes us happy.
I don't want to be with a woman who thinks because how much money I spent makes her happy. I want to be with a woman who's around me no matter if I got it or not because she understands the man that she has. It's not about the money. Stop.
Why don't you have it?
It could be. You do realize like less than 1% of the population makes a significant amount of income. What do you mean? Why don't you have it? I literally just said, y'all.
Okay.
What he said about, we can have like a recliner or whatever and the Xbox and whatever, well, PlayStation for me. I agree with that. I remember when I had my own place when I was in college, I think the couch was like from a yard sale.
Oh, God.
The coffee table I found it like on the street when they put a sign free. Got that.
Okay.
Refrigerator was secondhand. I got that, and I mean my bed was decent, so I had that.
Interesting.
But I was fine with that. It was good. I had my own place.
Okay.
It was a 2-bedroom. It was a 2-bedroom apartment, 1 bath. This is in Laverne, California, and my rent was $460 a month.
You jerk.
It's around what 90s, 96, 97. Man, I wish the cost of living was way better back then.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was my place, and I was happy.
Yeah.
And I would have get-togethers at my little small place, and it was cool. I was happy. The one thing that I had. I had a nice collection of like McFarlane and toys and action figures, and I had them all over my walls. That made me happy. Now, I didn't have this in the living room part, the common area. I'm like, okay, but I had my bedroom, my walls were covered. That made me happy. That was my peace. I had my nice little stereo. The stereo's hot back then.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had this real good one too, man. It was a real good one. And it had when you make your mixtapes and everything, the fade in and the fade out. Oh, that was hot.
Oh, okay.
The dual cassettes, you can do with everything, and the CD player.
Mm-hmm.
I also made my little voicemails and everything, and the voicemail greeting. Oh, my voicemail greetings was so choice.
That is a generational thing.
That was generational, but that was hot. You know what I'm saying? I had that. I was happy.
And then what happened?
Well, I mean, now we got, since I'm with you and stuff, you want.
Oh, here we go.
You want a rug on the floor and couches and
throw pillows.
throw pillows.
And different blankets for the couch depending on the season.
But the whole thing is like, I hear what he was saying. Like the money, like we need money because you need to survive. You need food. You need that. But like the balling and stuff, if that's what you like, toys, I mean, I don't think that's something that like you're trying to floss for women. That's something that you want. You want the nice car. You want this. It's pretty much, it's for you. If I had a crap load of money, it's like, I want my bomb ass car. I may have a little collection of cars, my action figure. I love suits. Those are the things for me that I want. My custom suits and everything. And of course, now that I'm with you, it's different. I like to get you shiny things. I like my kids to have nice things. So it's not always about me. And what he was saying, you want to make your woman happy. You want to make your kids happy. Yes, I agree with that. But if it's just me in the fast car, I'm going fast, I'm taking chances. But now that I have a family, I don't have that fast car no more. I'm having the family car. Things are a little different. And I think not only her, but a lot of women don't understand why you can only have like a milk crate and this and this. So like, that's what we did. I remember when I was also in college when I was at ELAC. Five of us, we were the starting 5. We had we had an apartment together. The coach got us an apartment together. I remember it was that oval rug. And we got that, oh my gosh, we got that out of a dumpster. Somebody had just put it in the dumpster.
Oh,
we took that out.
Gosh.
There was an old recliner. We got the recliner. And we were just getting stuff. So we get to, your dad gave you that to put in here. All right, cool. We'll use this and this and this. Mm-hmm. Small little TV. We was playing Tecmo Bowl and NBA Jams and all that kind of crap. And Double Dribble. I remember Double Dribble. We were playing that shit all the fucking time. We were happy. As long as we had food in the fridge, we didn't care about expensive stuff. We just didn't care. I remember my teammate, Isaac Burton. Shout out to Isaac Burton. Great basketball player, great baseball player. And he had this Toyota Tercel. And this is what we rode in to go to school, go to class every day.
Weren't you guys all basketball players?
We were all basketball
Weren't you
players. Big.
all big dudes?
It was me and Herc. I was like the tallest. Herc was a little bit more wider. Then you had John. Speaking of all of you, ELAC basketball, East LA College basketball. It's a documentary, I believe it's on Netflix. The head coach of that's my old teammate. So he's the head coach now. Hey, shout out to John Mosley. We all fit in this car.
Wow.
We squeezed in that bitch and went to school. So, I mean, what's your thoughts? I mean, that's how I felt. I mean, I don't need a lot to make me happy.
Sure. I think when we're younger, I remember my first couch was it was also generational, but I had a blow-up couch, and I had a blow-up ottoman, and I had a TV, and it was like hot pink or something.
Wait, should you be sharing this about yourself? I thought this was about the men.
I have a point.
Oh, got it. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Back then, what was okay is okay. But as I grew up, I wanted more stuff. I wanted to make it comfortable. I wanted a house. I wanted this. So yeah, whether or not you guys want it or not, I don't know if I don't need to say that, oh yeah, men want this stuff. But I do know that I want to live in a comfortable house and a comfortable life, and I want those kinds of things. So I think that's really what it boils down to. So yes, if you're saying guys can live and rough it forever without it, but that you guys don't rough it because you guys want a wife and children and all this good stuff, okay, fine.
Well, another thing you point out too, like, you know, the holidays, like, you know, Valentine's Day and these dates and everything. Yeah, we don't even celebrate Valentine's Day because we're doing stuff for each other throughout the year. We don't need a special day to do something nice for each other.
Well, also, and to talk about that, I don't need to remind you to remember me and to buy me something that's nice. Mm-hmm. If I say, gosh, those earrings are super pretty, and then I move on with my life, somehow you'll remember that, and a couple of months later on a random Tuesday, you get me a treat, or you buy me a pretty dress because you saw it, or you find me some cute shoes because I was saying I wish I had some shoes to go with this thing. So we don't celebrate those holidays because I know it is cheesy. We celebrate each other every day. We actually do. You do nice things for me all the time. You buy me gifts. Your love language is gifts, so you get me things, and I don't have to remind you, oh, by the way, you haven't bought me a gift this year. Uh-huh. By the way, you haven't bought me flowers this year. Or by the way, we haven't gone to dinner together as a date this year. We do that on the regular because, well, we actually really enjoy spending time together. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, and other people need to be reminded. I don't need to remind you. So therefore, I don't need a day where you do more stuff on a day because you do really do it all year long.
And I think what she leads with that. She wants to know how much off the bat, you know, what you making, what you gonna give me. Let's go to Nobu, whatever. I think that's her thing of thinking this is the prize. But say like you get this guy, it's all this money being spent. It's like that's what you're expecting all the time. And the thing is, maybe you don't not understanding. Maybe this guy is spending all this money to get it, and you're not knowing that.
Well,
go
I
ahead.
think we know that.
But I'm just saying she's leading with that. That's what she thinks a man's supposed to be doing. Excuse me, that's bubbly. And I think she was saying too, maybe us women, I think in the other videos, us women, us liking that is uplifting your life. And I think that's why she was going and saying like, what, isn't it important to you? Like, nah, not really. I mean, we want to take care of our like hobbies and shit.
Sure, but like, and to like side with her for a moment because I did date different kinds of people and in different kinds of things that they could offer and whatever. I guess it was just different back then because we were trying to find back in my day, we were trying to find someone to connect with, someone that we were trying to find like a long-lasting relationship. I think we've talked about that being the priority versus what's in the bag and what is he going to give me and how can he buy me and all this other stuff. So we just didn't talk about that much. So that is definitely outside of my realm of generation of dating because we were really looking for a partner. But to side with her for a minute, like, don't you guys on some level like to eat food? So at some point you guys would have gone to go eat nice places, whether you had a girl or not. Like, I think that would have happened.
You think so?
I don't think you guys were going to freaking be eating raw meat and eating meat off of a deer that you just caught.
Here's my thing. You know, there's certain places I like to eat.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Uh-huh.
There's no steak $60 for a steak.
Yeah, but your bougie ass won't eat a McDonald's French fry if it was the last thing on earth.
I can't stand McDonald's.
Agreed.
It's poison.
Yeah.
Poi. It's nasty.
That means you're in a different tax bracket where you can say, I'm not going to eat McDonald's.
How the hell you expect that? I still eat at mom and pop stores. I love them burgers. Them shits is a shits.
Yeah, but that's different.
How is it different?
It's just different. It's different.
All I'm saying, I'm cool with Sizzler, and you gave me crap about Sizzler.
Yes, I did.
Shout out to Sizzler.
Oh my God.
Sizzler got some great steaks. You may want to look down on Sizzler, but if you taste their steaks, they have raised their steak game high.
Yeah, the steak game is high.
You go ahead. I know it's a lump in your throat. You don't want to admit this. Sizzler steaks are good. They are good. You gotta clear your throat.
There is very little food I won't eat because I like all kinds of food. I like expensive food. I like cheap food. I like all kinds of food. I like all kinds of food. So I'm not going to say I don't like it.
Why
I
you
like
had,
all
why you
kinds
had to
of
do that
food.
shout out? You had expensive food. Why? You had them NBA players and football players
you
and stuff
kidding me?
buying them expensive
You take
dinners
me
and
to
stuff.
nice places sometimes, or a lot of times actually. But what I'm saying is that you guys at some point would have liked to eat in a nice place, and at some point you guys would like to spend money on yourselves to buy nice clothes. So therefore, you would want to make more, right? So
Okay, how
I'm
about
kind
how
of
about
agreeing
this?
with her a little bit.
Let's say I was single and my pockets was full of cash.
Well,
and
your
it-
pockets would have been full of cash because being single means that you don't have to spend it on anyone
Yeah,
else.
great point she made.
Oh my God.
So what I'm saying is, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go to this place. I've heard of what Lowry's or the Ruth of the Crest
Oh
and all
my
this kind
God.
of stuff, and I paid $70 for this damn steak, and I'm gonna be hot if that steak ain't on par. What I like. And matter of fact, I've actually been to Ruth Crest, and it's whatever. I'm not going there again. It's gonna be a one and done. So there, I may expend some nice stuff, but I went to this other mom and pop store, and the steaks were delicious.
Okay.
Delicious. And I'm cool with that. I'm gonna go back to that place. I'm not gonna go back to Ruth. So what are you talking about?
All I'm saying is that it doesn't take just having women around you guys to want a little bit more. I'm not saying make a bajillion dollars. I'm just saying
Wait, a little bit more as far as what? The food or
as
just
far as money. Oh my God, we're
okay,
talking
yeah,
about
money,
men
so you can
making
buy more
money.
shit.
Yeah. So you guys don't need us to be around you to want to spend more money.
That's what I was saying. I said, yeah, I mean, buy this. I like my suits.
Yeah.
Dress shoes.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm
you're
a little bit agreeing with her. A tiny bit. A tiny
okay.
bit.
I think I got lost somewhere.
Yes.
Try to play the next video.
Okay.
You see what I'm dealing with when you get married, boy. You know, you got to make sure you understand the language of your wife, and
Just
she got to understand the language of you.
listening.
It's got to be a cohesive. You know what? Marriage could be really good. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing.
A team effort. You know, like ping pong.
Do you want me to
kinda
play this? My beautiful husband.
Go ahead, play it.
Okay.
Boy, turn it
What
up.
are we talking about? Like how,
What are you
like
talking about?
be like rich, but if you live in a studio apartment with a TV on a box,
Oh my God, that wasn't the point. Oh my God, y'all are so insufferable. That wasn't even the point that I didn't say that's what men are doing. Are you
That's what
crazy?
we do. If it weren't for us.
Yeah, but I didn't say men do it. We don't do those things. That wasn't the. I wasn't saying that's what men do. I was giving an example of how simple men are.
Okay.
We eat TV dinners if it was up to us.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. If a woman requires a different level from y'all will.
Who are you to require any different level? Who are you? Why do you think that I should spend more money on you because you have a vagina? Who are you?
I mean, what are you gonna spend it on then? Like, what are you
I don't
gonna
have to spend it on anything. Bills, things of an importance. You're one of those women who believe if I spend $500 on a date, that's more effort than me actually setting up something where we're able to actually spend time with each other and thinking about the environment that we're in and thinking about the place and how with the time and the temperature and how
Well-
it's gonna smell. Things like that. You're focused on, well, I want to take pictures so I can put it on Instagram to show everybody that I have a man with money.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, I want to see the roses on the bed with the balloons and the flowers and the chocolate with my name and a balloon.
Don't do that. That
everybody
is a
can
mess.
see. Let me put it behind
I don't want
glass.
that.
Because it's not the importance of what this man did for me. It's how much money he spent so I can show the world that I have this type of man.
Well, that's what
That's
y'all
why.
are. Nobody appreciates something that they got for free. Y'all are that way. Men
Oh
don't
my God.
appreciate that-
What?
Men don't appreciate a woman that they got for free. To be honest,
Fuck.
they only appreciate a woman they had to work for. And sometimes they.
What are you talking about? If you know everything and we don't, why are you coming up here asking me and why are you struggling to find a man to do the things that you used to have?
Oh.
I wasn't. I was just trying to see what men actually want. But like,
I'm telling you, but you don't like the answer because it goes against what you believe. You believe that a man is valuable. You believe a man is valuable because he just got money to spend it on. You're a bottom of the barrel woman. You're bought.
Wow.
You're
Damn.
a prostitute. A man can sleep with you if he got enough money. A man can't sleep with you because he has integrity. A man can't sleep with you because he's a good man, because he's a man of God, because he can teach you things and has wisdom. He can sleep with you because he can take you on a nice expensive dinner date and do it enough times where you feel like, you know what, this thing got money, I'm gonna give him some pussy. You're a prostitute. You're a modern day prostitute. You just don't want to admit it. Your whole lifestyle is about glitz and glam. Things that don't matter. I'm sure if I went to your Instagram or your TikTok right now, that's all I'm gonna see. You have no value or worth to you. Your value comes from things that white people said was important.
not you muting me. You don't even know me.
I know you enough to know that you're very low IQ, ma'am.
Oh.
I literally have my master's in public health. Like, I'm not low IQ, but that's okay.
That doesn't
Cap.
correlate to IQ. Having IQ doesn't correlate to having a degree.
Exactly.
So I know you're low IQ. No, the whole type of conversation is about the whole entire conversation is about materialism.
Yes, I said, what do men, like, what do men, you said, what do I value in a man? I'm asking, like, what exactly is valuable in a man?
In a
I
man.
just told you, you keep associating it with money. You keep doing that. Everything about you is, again, things that white people would say was cool. Expensive dinner dates. You want bags and shoes and clothes and things of no importance.
What are we talking about? Like, how?
Okay. I think this is just, I think what they're talking about is really about like the lifestyle that people are seeing on social media and they want to stay to it and they want to just always brag about it and talk about every single thing that's going on.
I mean, it looks nice. Don't get me wrong. It does. It looks nice. But
Oh, sure. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's a healthy relationship.
No.
But the thing is some of these people don't give a crap about a healthy relationship. So I can't, who am I to say you need to make sure that the person you find is the right person, because they don't care. They don't care. There are people who just don't care, and that's just not the way I work, and that's okay. But this is the logic that people have right now, and this is like the whole, I told you, have a baby, buy me baby, be a millionaire.
Yeah.
Like, this is what is being taught to
50 Cent, by the way, for you people don't know.
It's a good song to dance to in the club. Back in my day. But they don't, that's just the logic now. It's not about finding the right person. It's not about, and the thing is there are people who have kids with other people, and that's fine, but you're not trying to be particular. You're just trying to find the next one. Guy, girl, doesn't matter. And I think people have lost like what they want to look for. And that's fine. They want to look for only money. Okay, your only money is going to only give you certain things. And sometimes you're not going to get treated very well. You can get treated crappy by a poor guy. You can get treated crappy by a rich guy. You do you.
Now, this whole lifestyle, like what like he was saying, like you want to take the picture for the gram or the social media, whatever. I get it. Like these influencers, and they make it seem like their marriage and everything is so great. It looks great. Sure. It does. It does look great. Like, wow, dude, he got that for her. And then when you see beyond the glitz and the glamour, and you find out about the real lives of these people, the infidelity.
How mean they are.
Yeah, mean they are. The spousal abuse. Because I remember it was like, told you, it was one couple. They were huge on the TikTok, and it's like, oh my God, they're so cute. They're so cute. Come to find out, large amount of domestic violence. Ultimately, the gentleman offed her.
No.
Yeah, he did. I was like, oh crap.
That wasn't the one that he did like it live or something, right? That wasn't that one.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But all I know, this was on the news. He took her out, and everyone thought they were perfect and cute and everything. There's another one. I first saw her on the TikTok where she had a baby bump. And she had this large following very quickly. She introduced her guy. He lavished her with gifts and all this kind of stuff. Oh my God, there's such a dream. Oh, relationship goals. Oh my God, oh my God. Come to find out, infidelity.
But that's the problem. No one ever sees when that happens, because all that we're watching was all the cutesy good times happen. So the thing is, by the time like the mean stuff happens, they miss it a lot of times. So it's not like, oh crap, and it doesn't make them rethink. Their brain is already brainwashed by everything else.
And I totally feel folks out there, like I know some of these couples, they're getting kind of like repetitive and everything, and everyone's trying to get the picture perfect video, and everything is great, and the Mercedes and or matching cars or whatever. My theory is I've been right 8 times out of 10. When it looks too perfect and it's all glitz and everything, there are issues with that couple. It is not hate. It comes out. I've seen this in my personal life with certain friends where they post up the perfect pictures and everything. Something's going on behind closed doors. Now here you go, social media, and there it is. Everyone's watching you. Everyone's watching your downfall. So how she's talking about, posting the picture of the flowers all on the bed, like you said, it makes a mess or whatever.
Yeah.
All this stuff. But what are you doing besides those moments?
Like, what happens when the camera isn't on?
Yeah.
Are you actually nice to each other? And I think that's the thing is if you follow all the social media stuff, like that's a different life that you want to have. go have that life. But if you want to have a life where no one is looking and no one can see, and it's the nicest, sweetest, greatest thing, if that's not what you're going for, that's cool. If all you're focused on is the photos and the pictures and everything else, that's okay. But I think people need to realize, like, that's just not real. But look at what people watch. Us females hate players. We hate you guys cheating.
I know where you're going.
We hate you guys dating. We talk crap about you guys, but every single female is watching The Bachelor and the new Bachelor and the new Bachelor. He's dating a bunch of chicks at the same time.
Yes.
And somehow that makes it okay, but when a guy you're talking to is talking to other girls at the same time, but because us females want to get attached so quickly, and we're also not allowed to sleep around, and we're not allowed to have different locks with keys and all the other weird stuff you guys talk about, we can't do that, but yet it's okay with you guys. We also, so many females also watch Real Housewives of wherever the hell you came from. These women are so toxic against each other and people can't get enough. Now, I will say, I do love me some Jersey Shore. So yes, it was some crazy stuff. But they were single and they were crazy and they were in their 20s. And it was the right time to do that stuff. Is the right time is to just live life, make some not smart decisions, learn from it and become better people. And it seems like they've all become really great people as they grew up. So I don't understand. I don't think we really understand what we want. We don't understand what we're looking for, but we watch and we support things that we literally hate. And then now we've brainwashed ourselves to make it okay.
I wanted he went in, this was a perfect example of tone. I can hear someone saying his tone, but he's hitting the mark. I've noticed me trying to learn about women. I paid attention. I listened to those who were in successful relationships. I took those cues. I listened to women, different types of women, because all you guys don't think the same. You just don't. It's facts. Especially after that book you were reading. I read The Female Brain. Great book, Female Brain. And
the Male Brain is also
the Male Brain is also good. But it helped. When I was in college, I always just wanted to know about how the opposite sex would think, how they saw things. I remember when I going in trying to learn about women, I just thought being nice, a nice stand-up guy was it. That was going to be great. And I just got played a lot because I was just being nice. And then I learned how to be a little bit of a jerk with still being nice. I couldn't be a jerk all the way because I'm like, that's dumb. You don't want nobody being nice to you. So you had to earn my niceness.
Fair.
But it's weird. I feel like I believe this. When you tell a young man or a guy, whatever, we will take heed to the words of another guy, especially if we know they are successful in their relationship. We will think about it like, okay, cool. That you got a good point. I don't think it's always the same with women. And like I said, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking towards you. I don't think it's always the same with women. The whole, being emotional and this and that. And because you've had a good friend, you told. It's like, hey, I don't think you should be doing this. You're doing too much on the first date. Come on, don't do this. Why are you cooking? Come on, let them work for it. Let them earn it. And knowing you're coming from a good place, trying to tell your friend because you cared about her. Now, you being with me, we've been together for some years, and you still may try to tell her, but she ain't buying it, and she's still struggling, thinking men are trash or whatever. Oh, I shouldn't lower myself, and this. It's not about lowering yourself. If you are trying to advertise a product, which you are the product, and it's the opposite sex who is trying to buy the product, shouldn't you appeal to them? I don't think it's dumbing you down. Like, what are we doing here? That's how you do it if you're trying to sell a product.
I think it's just having a finesse in attracting each other. And I think, especially as some of the newer generations, because they haven't been maybe as physically social. And I mean, like, being outside. I don't think that clubs necessarily need to be the thing, but being and talking to people, and I think talking to people has gotten harder with younger and younger generations, sometimes for some groups of people. I think trying to finesse on how we attract each other and what we're attracted to and even figuring out what we like and what we don't like is very challenging already. So dating, I think, is really hard, but to couple it up with having a couple of really, really high expectations of people and discounting everybody else, you don't know who you're missing out on. And that could potentially be a big bummer because you don't know if you just walked away from Mr. Right because maybe he was still working on himself, or maybe he's not in finance, but maybe he owns his own plumbing business and he does a really great job and he could provide. But maybe he can't provide the Maldives vacation that you had in mind, but maybe he could take you to Hawaii every year. So I think people are just having a hard time dating, and I'm really curious what some of these people are going to look like in the next 10 or 20 years.
Yeah.
Will they be single and happy?
Yeah.
And will they still be single and happy when they're in their 70s and they don't live with anybody else because they don't have someone else? I'm not saying the end result is to get married. That's not it. I'm also not saying the end result is to have kids either. But don't you want to be with someone that you get to have dinner with and you get to watch your stupid TV show and you can be old and you can crochet and he can read his newspaper, whatever people are going to do in the next how many years. I just don't know that logic is the good logic for the long run.
Got it. Next one. Same guy.
Same guy.
You care about masculinity. You don't care about those things. You care about money, which is why you're never going to be with a man that's good.
Like, you're saying like buzzwords, but you're not giving me any examples. You're saying masculinity. Like, what are you talking?
I'm not talking about anything. Have fun, man. You're going to die alone. And all the bags
That's
and
not
shit.
nice.
You're going to be the rich auntie with a bunch of bodies and nothing of value and nothing to show for it. You're a bottom of the barrel woman.
That's not nice.
And ladies, if you ever wanted to know why men care about your past, that's exactly why. She's an untrained, unattainable woman. Not unattainable. She's an untrained woman and an unruly woman. She can't be fixed. She's done. It's over with for her. Every single man she is going to compare of the couple guys who took her on expensive dinner dates. Because she talked to a couple niggas that was verified. She talked to a couple NFL players. She talked to a couple overseas basketball player niggas. She talked to a couple party promoters and DJs and club owners and business owners and niggas who own a couple restaurants. Who did nothing but, she look good, let me go spend some money on her. That's the only thing that she values because she's never had a man teach her anything. It's likely her father wasn't in her life. Because if her father was in her life, she would be able to say, care about this nigga money? I mean, I don't want no dude to be broke, but him taking me on expensive dinner dates don't make me a woman. It don't make me feel good. What can you teach me? What type of father are you and how you can instill that into our children? What type of husband can you be and how you can instill leadership and values into me? How can you be a man that's morally sound? Notice how she didn't mention any of that. It was about lifestyle. She didn't come up here talking about anything of what makes a man a man. It was all about money being spent. And that's the value, and that's the mentality of the modern woman. So where we live in, man. Fellas, I feel bad for y'all. Actually, I don't feel bad for y'all niggas. Because if you choose that one, nigga, you're an idiot.
Jeez. Well, there's that.
Oh boy. That's like using a Brillo pad as a loofah scrub, huh?
Jesus, my gosh.
Just rip the Band-Aid off.
That's where tone comes into play, because I don't care if you're a female, male, not used to be a male, used to be, I don't care what you are. Delivering a message is great, but sometimes you need to deliver it in a way that it can be received, and that's not going to get received. And that's fine.
And I agree with you. Sometimes, like, I know where his intentions were.
I see
where it's
it,
hard, but some people don't react that way, and they can't take it. So the thing is, men receive that message a lot better than women. I'm just going to go on that.
Obviously,
No, I got
it's
you.
about telling men that women are trash. So of course men are going to receive it better than women.
No. What I'm saying, like man to man trying to critique each other.
Oh.
You've actually heard me when I critique somebody. He's like, yeah, that was kind of mean. And I'm like, what? Watch. Give him a couple hours. He's gonna text me like, thanks, man. It happens every time. It's like you got to come in hard sometimes. But when it translates over to you guys, a fairer sex, it's like, oh.
Whatever. You guys are sensitive as hell too.
No, I didn't say we weren't sensitive.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is sometimes that's how we talk to one another.
Okay.
Where you got, oh my God, sometimes you got to do that. Coming to you guys, it's a little different experience.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at.
As it should be, because I'm a female, and if I wanted to be a man, I'd be a man, and I'm a female, and I'm gonna take things.
No,
my
I understand,
female
but
way.
it's not. Sometimes it's not. All right. It's just like when I have to get on the kids.
Okay.
You know, especially my daughters. I'm like, what? I'm irritated. This is how I speak. This is what I'm gonna say. Well, maybe. No, it's not. Maybe this is how I'm gonna say it. And it's especially with our oldest, I want to teach her like, listen, everything ain't gonna be soft. I'm gonna come at you. I'm gonna check you. Because life checks you. You know, life don't care about a tone. It gives it to you. How you going to react? How you going to adapt to that tone? So that's how I'm talking. That's how I talk to my oldest. And my oldest is a girl. But what?
But that's the point of having two parents in our house. Like they get to hear
got it. Okay.
the mom side,
Yep.
and I get to just be the mom. Like, of course, I'm going to be firm, but I don't have to play your part too. You
got
can
it.
just
There you
play
go.
your part. And it's not about you being a jerk dad. It's just about you saying it in a different way, and also you also providing a different perspective when it's something when they screw up or whatever. So that's the point of this household, is because there's two of us. I was raised in that household, that kind of a household, and I heard two different lectures. It was about the same thing, but it was said a different way. So I think we need to hear different things, and I think that's important. But I think when it comes to dating, like, I don't think people are dating anymore. I think people, like, there's no more independent women for this whole dating thing. I think there's a lot of women that's like, it's like you either have to be a trad wife or you have to be some bad bitch. And if you're a trad wife, then you have to be barefoot and pregnant the whole time, and you can't speak, and you have to listen to everything your husband says. And on the flip side, if you're a bad bitch, every single thing has to be perfectly coiffed. And then you need to have he needs to be able to pay for all these things before you guys can even go on a date. I think both sides are kind of gross, because at the end of the day, although I agree with him on some things, him saying, oh, well, you want a man that can teach you things and show you morals and values. We are not stupid fucking pieces of Play-Doh on the ground. There's a bunch of us that were raised well. There's a bunch of us that have morals and values, and we don't need a man to teach me. What I need a man to do is I need him to be equal in our relationship so that we can build something together.
Got you.
When I'm supporting you, great. When you're supporting me, great. But like, I don't like that, oh, men can teach you. Dude, you're still learning too. You had to learn how to wipe your ass as a baby the same way I had to learn wipe my ass as a baby. That part icks me out a little bit, because the thing is I love the idea of a woman staying home. I also love the idea of a man staying home too. So you don't need to treat us women like we're this piece of Play-Doh for you to mold into this image of this thing.
Oh, come
that
on.
you want.
All right, so I'm confused. Where are you going at with this?
When as far as I agree to some level on some of the things that he's saying, but I don't like when the guys talk about like, you want to find a man that can teach you. He's not the only guy that said that. Other guys have said that in other podcasts.
I think I'm confused. I think what he was getting at, what he was saying, like, you need a father or whatever. And what you were saying, because you brought it up because I wanted to get on what he was saying. I think that's what he was talking about, where how I talk, the tone might be different, might be a little bit strong. You come in with the creamer, it's better, to take it down.
Yeah.
It's smooth or whatever. I think that's what he was saying. Like, you probably didn't have no dad in the home or whatever to teach you. I think that's where he was going at. And then you went and said, like, a two-parent home. It evened out. And I'm talking about a good two-parent home, not one where the dad is just up there and don't do nothing.
It would be better that people aren't together if they shouldn't be together.
No, I got you. But that's what I'm saying. A good family structure where both the mom and the dad are in it.
Wonderful to each other.
Very, trying to take care and rear the kids, not just like letting the kids be on tablets or whatever. That's what I heard, and that's what I feel like he was getting at. So it's like with my oldest, I have two girls. I'm trying to teach her my way, how I'm doing things. I'm not going to sugarcoat everything. It may come off a little harsh. The tone is a little hard or whatever, but it's a reason why, because when she goes out there and she's going to high school, whatever, college, or whatever she wants to do, that's how life is. I just wanted, to kind of like make her a little tough a little bit. Like you said, don't waste tears. I love that statement from you. Don't just waste your tears on everything. If something happened, you get emotional. I'm overwhelmed and anxieties. And I'm telling like everyone has this, overwhelmed. What are you talking about? You just got to get up and go to school. What is wrong? But I get junior high life of trying to find friends, trying to find your people, all that. That's where you come in and you explain that soft side. So right here, this woman is talking all this mess about the expense of this and that, and she wants this. What you really need, if you had maybe a father in your life, you would get that other understanding of the other side of how men think a bit. That's where I feel that he was going with that.
I'm open to the idea of that possibility of that he could have been talking about that instead of what I was thinking that he was saying, because
I didn't get the whole man, just, you need a man. No, I'm thinking parent, like far parent wise.
I think for this girl, she must have called in. It seems like she wanted maybe, I don't know, some dating advice or some suggestion or something. But in the big scheme of things, if she knows what she's looking for, no one can tell her any different.
Exactly.
So if she is not open to listening, I don't care if it's from a dude or a female or her grandma. I don't care. If she is not open to the suggestion that maybe you keep fishing in the wrong stupid fishing pond because all of this fishing pond treats you a certain way, they wine and dine you, and then they throw you out and they don't talk to you anymore because they're kind of done with you because as far as they're concerned, they think you're vapid, not because you're stupid. Clearly she's intelligent. She's gone to school. She's gotten degrees and whatever. But you have to be able to bring more than just, I'm pretty. Just like a man needs to bring more than either his wallet or his face or his looks or whatever. You have to bring more.
His dick.
Well, you don't have to take that away. Like, that's different. But if she wants advice, then she needs to be open to the advice.
Exactly.
If she thinks she's doing something right, why are you talking to anybody? Just keep doing the thing you're doing. It must be, is it working?
Exactly.
If it's working, great. If it's not working, then you need to try something different.
I like how you said that. Just keep getting those dinners and stuff. Keep on doing. Keep getting ran through. Yeah, keep doing it. That's fun. And you can sleep well at night for I don't know how long. Don't complain about shit. You want to say,
good, then great.
If guys are trash or whatever, I'm gonna just use it for a meal. Then do that. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not gonna say she's gonna die alone. I'm just good luck with that.
Yeah,
that's my thing.
I hear you.
I just feel like if both sides, men and women, if they can figure out or just take the time to open their mind. And I think a lot of people do who are in successful relationships. They kind of like they figured it out or they're open to figuring it out and learning. The ones who are having a problem, but what about, I don't know. You think so? Yeah, I'm telling you, dinkus, like, listen to me. And you can usually tell those people who ain't trying to take the heed and take those notes. You know, you probably have to tell them more than once, like, okay, you asking me this again, so you don't remember what I told you last week? Like, what the heck? And I told you that the same thing last year. You still doing it? I don't understand it. That to me is confusing. Me, I am very open. Like, when you tell me things, I'm like, what's your thoughts on this? And blah, blah, and this. And when we first met, I wanted to know about you.
But we also, I think, one thing that we didn't realize was on our list of green flags is there were things that you had on your list, but you didn't realize that maybe on your list you realized you wanted someone that you could talk to. Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that I also wanted someone to talk to. And when I started to talk to you and I realized how intelligent and intellectual you are, and we could talk about quite a variety of different things, this is cool. We talk. We both are talkers. We like talking to each other. We also like doing certain things. So we like hanging out. We like watching movies. That's what we like. You now like going to the beach. That was it. That was practice. That took some practice. But we find what we like. If there's a female that wants to be rolling in the dough and is totally good with barely seeing him almost ever and having to supplement her time with, Real Housewife, being on the Real Housewife shows, those kinds of things, like, that's the life you pick. Like, cool, that's great. I know you can't spend that much time with him because you just can't, but that affords you a life that you clearly enjoy mostly. So if that's a life you want to live, that's great. But it doesn't seem like this girl is happy. And it would be great if maybe she took some suggestions. But also on the flip side to that, like, guys don't need to be so jerky to girls. But I think girls are jerky to you guys. So then of course you guys are like that. But I think you just need to find the people. You need to find your person. Find the person that likes doing things that you like. And stay away from people that are just not. It's not about not on your level. Yeah, not on your level. Like, if you only care about money and you don't care how I treat you, like, that's icky. So, whatever.
Well, for me, I knew like you said, I wanted someone to talk to. Mm-hmm. I wanted someone nice, warm, loving, sweet, cared about me, respect me, which I'm going to do the same thing. That's why that saying, like, some women, they get in their feelings about what do you bring to the table. I feel grown, mature women with that mental fortitude can answer that question in a heartbeat. What do you bring to the table? I believe. Go ahead. What?
I just think the women that are capable of answering that question don't have time to talk about it online very often.
Oh, yeah.
as much.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
But I
the
feel
girls
that-
are like, oh, I can bring myself. I'm the table. You ain't the table. The relationship is the table.
No, I got you, but I feel like you said the women you're talking about, they can articulate it though.
Oh.
If they were asked that,
Oh, yeah.
they can do it. The ones who fight that question, on the table, this is like, you can't answer? You
No.
can't. The thing is, if you try to get a job and ask us, so what do you think you can bring to the team? Why should I hire you?
Well,
That's either a make it or break it question, right?
I am the job. What do,
Yeah, I am the job.
What do you mean you are the job?
It sounds
Thank you.
weird.
Can you give me a little bit more context into that? Well, I can do everything. Okay. So like what? Give me like 3 examples of things that you could do for this particular job. Well, I mean, just look at me. Okay. Thank you so much for your time. It's been great.
How about this? I have 2 masters. That's good enough.
What's that? No, what is that? That just means you didn't go to work. That
Now,
means you got to go to
Now,
school.
mind you, I'm not saying a relationship is this work. How everybody, it takes so much work, or it's a job. Well, people think it's a job. I'm just saying you are able to articulate for this job that you have to go and be on time and do your work and everything. Got it. Let's bring it to the relationship. You still got to put in the work.
Yeah, you need to put effort.
You got to put some effort.
I don't know why we don't treat this like it's not effort. You need to put in effort. Oh, it should be effortless. Give me a break. You cannot tell me that, oh, I'm tired today. I'm not going to put any effort and I'm not making coffee this morning. No, you still got to get up and you got to do stuff every single morning. Just, you need to want to do it. If you don't want to do it, don't be in a relationship.
But I know when I was looking for my one, I didn't. My tone was, you remember, it was harsh. I was short. I didn't care.
Well, because you had just gotten, like, guys are mean too. But see, I was trying to work on making sure I was healed. Girls are mean, and girls say dumb things, and then they come back and be like, oh, I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tell them thank you. If you run into a couple of them, thank you so much for being a donkey girl, because I got the guy that I was looking for. So
I know for me, I just act like I didn't want to put up with a bunch of stuff. I didn't want to put no drama. You can't talk right, whatever. If you said anything weird, I was just like, nah, I'm cool. I didn't care how good you looked or how thick you were. I didn't care. Like, I don't want to put up with it. That's my thing. And then they're like, oh, your loss. I'm like, okay, then it's my loss. I'm fine. I'm still doing me. I'm not going to be heartbroken.
yeah.
No, that's why you didn't get none. Okay, I didn't want it then. If it's going there, it was some coochie that wasn't worth it.
Oh my goodness.
What? I'm sorry, my tone.
No, just
No, I'm just
Dude.
saying with some of these women, they want. I'm not hating on it. That's what kind of guy you want with all this money, and he wants lavish gifts. Just be wary of that. Like
or
you,
but see him then. Like,
no,
it
that's
needs
what
to
I'm bringing
be
up.
more
You
than
said you're
just
not going to see
money.
him that much. You know, he might have something on the side too, or even that. Like, fuck it, I'm still getting my bag. I'm still, and then you got your own side piece. So what are we here for? You're just looking for your golden goose, your ATM to get the money.
Yes.
I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm not hating on them. Like, who wouldn't want to walk through life just being pretty pampered and just got money in their account and just somebody just pampering you? But with that comes what? That's the thing. Comes what? It may become the disrespect. I give you all this money. I can do what I want. And then what? You crying alone with your fur coat? If you wear fur coats.
Oh my goodness. I think the thing is money or not money, you should be getting into a relationship because of someone that you actually are interested in and want to do something with. That's if that's
I don't
what you're
think so.
trying
A lot
to
of
do.
these people they're not even thinking that. They just,
Oh, they're not thinking that far.
They just think about the stuff.
Today. They're thinking about today and tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going to happen. And then what will happen is today and tomorrow will come and go, and then what?
Exactly.
And then what do you do? I don't know. That's not my thing. That is not the way that I want to live.
I don't either. I'm Mars Crane, and this is...
Me.
And this is Life on Mars. And I hope what we said today kind of shed some light on something maybe you're curious about, don't know, want to know, I don't know. Hopefully get your priorities straight. What are you looking for in a relationship? I don't know, but I know what I got, and I got it, and I'm happy. And I'm going to brag about it till the day is long.
Oh my goodness.
You guys take care of yourself. Life on Mars. I'm out.
You want a sandwich? Hell yes. Hell yes, I'm gonna make you a sandwich. Why wouldn't I make you a sandwich?